So, welcome back. When we talk about language learning, a lot of times this comes up in class. People want to know why they're having such a hard time speaking, but it's so easy in the context of class maybe or a classroom activity to be able to answer a question and put the verb tenses together or whatever concept you're working on. So a couple thoughts about this, and hopefully this will really help you take that pressure off of yourself. You want to be relaxed when you're learning a language, and especially when you're practicing it, because the more tense you get, the more you overthink things, the more you worry about your mistakes and how you're putting things together and how you sound. Really, the more tense you'll get, and then the more difficult the process then becomes. It's like anything else. Remember the first time you got up to bat if you play baseball. First time you get up, if you're really nervous and you're overthinking it, then you don't really do a great job. Those moments where you're completely relaxed, you're able to really Babe Ruth the ball and you have a home run. Same thing in language learning. So keep in mind that you are competent most likely as an adult in so many realms, maybe in your career, in your home life, with your friends, and definitely in terms of language acquisition. Even if you don't think you're the most eloquent of people, you're able to get around in your native language on the day-to-day basis. You can't compare this necessarily to when you're learning a second language, and keeping this in mind is really valuable because you put unneeded stress on yourself when you start worrying about, oh my goodness, I can't have a conversation the same way. Yes, that's going to take time. That will take a lot of time and practice and ease. There's a long period where really the most important thing is that you're participating in the conversation. So I would say a couple of things. First off, take the pressure off yourself. You need to enjoy this process. You need to find situations in which you're having fun with the language and you're not thinking about exactly how you're forming your sentence. And maybe getting feedback from people that you're very comfortable with, whether it's a teacher and friends, hopefully, because you're practicing outside of class. This feedback is really valuable if it's given in a very gentle way, so you can feel free to experiment when you're out and about, and then you'll still get a little bit of feedback. Now, on to the teacher part, you definitely should have a teacher that you're comfortable with. It is almost, I would say, as intimate as getting naked in front of somebody taking a language class, especially as an adult. So you don't want to have someone who you feel is disinterested or you don't have a good connection with, because that's going to be really important in you advancing. And the last part is learn to let some of the mistakes go. Even if you achieve fluency, and you will if you want to, when you do this, you still will make mistakes. This is a part of it. If you listen to how you speak in your native language, you still make some mistakes. It does happen. All of us do. And so with that being given, you have to give yourself a little bit of leeway. The more leeway and more relaxed you are, I am telling you, the better you will do in the conversation. So if you hear yourself use the wrong form of the verb, let it go. Keep talking. Unless someone has corrected you on it and doesn't understand, you're okay. Remember, the point is communication and connection. So get out into the world. Don't be afraid. Enjoy it. Pura vida.